I can tell you right now that I did not get the camera angle correct when I put the new pole on there. The pressure is all right at the oh hey.
Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody. I thought heading this way, I thought we weren't gonna have any water. But that is definitely water. I didn't think there'd be water to the point where I didn't wear my waterproof shoes. The wife did. She knew my ways. These two will have no issue. This might be a swift water crossing, but
it looks cool.
I did not expect water at all. Here we go. Here we go. We just go for where it looks shallow. As I half mentioned, I built my very own camera guy because I felt like, I don't know, correctly or incorrectly, I felt like the selfie stick, here's the problem. It didn't line up right. You have to have the two little fork guys that are the GoPro mounts, and they didn't line up. They didn't have parallelism. So you kind of had to keep everything a little bit twisted to an angle, because as you know, most selfie sticks, it's like the twist lock, where you pull it out and then you twist it, and that's what locks it. There's like a little wedge in there. So this is just I don't know if this is a real word. Pultruded? You can buy yourself a pultruded carbon fiber tube. And then I just machined my own ends for it and fastened them with stainless steel screws so that there's no problem. Oh, we got a good speed match right there.
Oh, I'm all on manual speed, no cruise.
Is that cruise or are you on?
I don't trust cruise with Bruce.
Well, I'm not. Poop! Poop! Oh! No, we both got it. I was holding his radio with the other hand. Pop up the speed a little. It's still plenty early. We are taking it relatively easy. We did see that our new favorite, I think Plunge Creek is our new favorite spot. And we saw that there is still water in the creek. But we did not opt for the creek because that'd be like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Yeah, it'd be 4 if it was this one. Because we did the around and then we did the up. No, 3. It'd be 3. So we're just gonna do it simple because today,
I'm exhausted.
so far as what did Mantzoukas call them? Getaway sticks. The wife's getaway sticks are. She is currently, technically, at day 5 of Anime Expo because this year, due to having children, which I mean is honestly the only reason we're there in the first place.
That's not the only reason I'm there. I cosplay.
This is her 5th day of walking. I'm gonna find. Okay, Bruce is just going his own way. So 15,000 plus steps a day. We will do significantly less than that today, hopefully. How do you think how was the overall 2025 experience?
Of Anime Expo?
Yeah.
It was interesting. I've never been quite that involved in cosplaying before, and we've never done 4 days in a row before, so that was a little tiring, but it was interesting to see if we could do 4 days, and we did. So we're already planning for next year.
Yeah.
So excited, trying to convince Mr. Canyon to dress up, cosplay with me. I'm not having any luck convincing him.
Well, you've got a year, so you can keep trying.
Hey, as long as you make me my Savika arm, you don't have to cosplay with me.
Oh, we're striking bargains.
Yeah.
We're striking bargains. While I'm still removing the Anime Expo stuff from the car, and we're already wheeling and dealing. Yeah, I did not get this balance right at all. We'll see how much I can mess with it while walking. It is a delicate balance on there. Oh, I got that tight. I got the GoPro. Anybody who knows GoPros knows there's a little threaded guys, little handles to tighten down the little pivots. I gorilla gripped it. I got it so tight that I can't. Oh, yeah, it's pressure pointing me. I think I got a good height on it. I don't feel like it added an appreciable amount of weight. I think the tube is a bit heavier than the selfie stick, because down at the bottom of the selfie stick it was like 10 millimeters wide, whereas this is just a tube. But it also feels, you got this like a very slow whip crack sensation from the old one, because it was thin enough that it felt like it was, I'm doing like a wave, simulating a wave with my hand, like it was like there was a resonance. It always felt like there was a resonance. Bruce has finally figured out, I haven't touched anything in a while now. Oh, now he's headed towards the bushes. So again, I will let you know. I will absolutely let you know if and when we ever arrive at the moment where we've come out for a Wheelin Wednesday and have made no major changes. Like, in terms of our two companions here, we've absolutely made no changes. I didn't even clean them after
I didn't touch the gears.
All
I did was hit cruise.
If you have a 2-speed TRX4 gearbox and you pair that with the Bauhaus LCG battery tray, and then you put a full-size battery in there, there's a 3S 5200 in there. If you happen to combine those three things, they perfectly combine together where you can hit a rock or something, that hard case battery just nudges over a little bit and hits the shifter. And as you know, as many of you may know, the shifter in for the 2-speed in a TRX4 is a servo saver with maximum boing. Like, you can push the linkage back and forth with your fingers probably 10 or 12 millimeters, because they designed that mechanism to save Traxxas 2065s, which are the whatever the categorical opposite of robust is. So when you put a better servo in there, it doesn't help. Like It doesn't matter. You could spend as much money as you want on a servo for that 2-speed. It's going to operate exactly the same. Very similar to what we witnessed with the Gulimu, because of the rod springs in there. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much torque it generates. It's never going to overcome the leverage. Now we, us, I, you all, we've ended up where we've ended up by happenstance and chance. I've used every component that's in Jade the G-Wagon, just never in that configuration. I don't tend to run the big battery tray. Why would I run the big battery tray? Well, you're building a vehicle that you want to fit a 5,000 pack in it so it can go 5 miles. It just did occur to me. It happened in my head right now. Pick up another 4200, which is a shorty, like what Bruce runs. Put a foam spacer in the battery tray, then it can't hit the shifter anymore. As I've said, and as I will say, if it's a problem that can be solved by throwing money at it, is it really a problem? Yeah, the angle, it's where it puts the pendulum of weight at the bottom. The pinch in my forearm is substantial. You kind of want the axis of weight down, like in a line through the apparatus, and it's not. Oh.
I was steering with the cruise control.
Oh.
I'm like, why isn't she turning?
You're just speeding up and slowing down.
I'm so tired. I shouldn't be driving a real vehicle, let alone this.
Well, these will get you into less trouble, theoretically.
Just speed her up a little.
I like when Bruce just, and then all of a sudden he's like, nope, I'm going over here. He was doing great, buddy, you were doing great. And he just, all of a sudden, he gets a real left-hand wanderlust. And I'm still working on accepting that perhaps there's nothing I can do about it. Leaf springs have their own peculiarities. Oh, there's still a ton of water over there. You can't see it. Gnats. Oh, I wasn't even there yesterday. This is immediately sandwiched in, so I went and then didn't, and then went and then didn't, and now I'm wenting again. So this is 3 days of trekking with 2 off days in the middle, as should be. But Crazy Pants over here did not do that. This is day 5 of walking. And yeah, I know. I've been in better shape before. I was in better shape. But man, I don't know how your calves do it, because it's like I will feel no ill effect when I get back from this, because we get to walk
at
the pace of a normal human being across open ground. And honestly, I think a big part of it is the constant decelerations where you're having to stop because, oh my God, just imagine that whatever you're doing in life, there's someone in front of you that will come to a complete stop at random at least once per minute.
We've never been here. Where did we go?
Oh, you go right around.
Well, I tried to convince you that if you wear heels,
It's better, lengthens out those muscles.
lengthens out the calves.
She couldn't get me into heels though.
I did 2 out of the 4 days in heels.
I feel like we would have to go to a real specialty type of store.
I'm sure they have them in LA.
Probably just right down the street from the venue. I think all mystery and allure is lost from a high heel when it's a men's size 14. So y'all hear that noise, right?
Well, we do. I don't think they do.
Oh, it's a pump. It's definitely a pump. Plant 125. Wonder what that sign used to say. Danger. Corrosive material. Can we? Yeah. Corrosive material. This building's been out here for a minute. Whew. When can 67 degrees, which is what the weather claims, when can 67 degrees really, really not feel like 67 degrees? Oh boy. I don't remember if I'm taking us towards the bees.
We always seem to find them.
I do always seem to find the bees, but the sand plant's way down there. I can't tell. Bruce! He is not behaving. He's not behaving today.
Trying to get my cruise back to a good pace for Bruce. More poop, Bruce. You didn't want to get it?
I think he's always out trying to collect sticks.
That's true. Bruce loves sticks.
Oh, I think we went to a dead end. But I saw water. You know how we are. Ooh. It's extra foamy too. I dodged that poop. Wasn't even looking for it. Yeah, wear the low top shoes too. I can feel those foxtails coming for me. Yeah, so they're definitely letting water down. What I would give for just one cloud to just move out in front of the malevolent heat orb up there.
Do you know how humid it would be if we had some clouds?
If there was one cloud out here, she is not wrong. It would be terrible. I mean, the humidity for us is high. You folk in the south.
That beautiful smog line.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can get this up high enough to see. That's LA. That's LA bringing it to you right there. Just that. Look at that. Well, they'd call it an inversion layer. That's just distant smog is all that is. Now I could. No, I'm not gonna do it. We're just gonna backtrack. I don't want. I picked the foxtails out of my socks for like 20 minutes after we got back. A couple trips ago, not the last one. That was foxtail free. I'd like to keep today foxtail free. I'm digging the memory banks. Someone in the comments said what we call foxtails and I can't remember what it was. Bruce is a little more behaved uphill. A little. We're also only a couple runs into the full suspension rebuild, so he's still a little springy. If I hold my hand all the way down, like I basically only have 3 fingers on the grip, can kind of reposition the weight. It doesn't feel as overwhelming, or I'm getting used to it. 6 of 1. Oh, it truly is just nice to be out walking at speed. And by speed, I just mean the pace a human walks. There's a gentleman on a mountain bicycle off in the distance. I was definitely surprised to see any water. Because during the day, there's 100 every day. Whew. And yeah, I'm soft. I'm feeling the activities of the weekend. I think Bruce is running over these weeds on purpose. But I can't actively complain about it, as that's a lot of dog tracks. I can't assume those are all dogs. Well, I mean, they're all dogs, just not
Probably
like,
coyotes.
people didn't bring their dogs here. Okay, I need to check. Does this one go through? It looks like it does. Oh, water, no less. So they must be letting water down from the dam. There was definitely no water in this one. Whew.
I have to keep using Cruise because my hands are sore
Yeah.
from carrying bags.
If it wasn't for cruise control, I tell you, I know for a lot of people, probably not so much, but for the stuff we do, cruise control is not negotiable. Like, I still wish that I had a, like, take the steering wheel part from your radio. Now imagine that whole part detaches and I could mount that to my belt and just steer like this.
Interesting.
Because if I could steer without having to lift my right arm, it is cross training. I'll tell you that for sure. Because when I drive, woo,
Yeah.
like what makes that? When I drive with any controller that doesn't have a full recording apparatus attached to it, it's a lot easier physically. Waterfall?
Sounds like it. Ah. First bump.
Yeah, waterfalls are going. Oh, wow.
Don't forget
Yeah.
to stop Bruce.
I thought I heard this was bone dry. All the way back to, well, I guess that's only a couple weeks. Father's Day weekend, it was completely dry out
Yeah.
here. Now I think that one takes us to the bees. So let's take the short side. I think, honestly, I think my arms have it worse than my legs.
Well, you were carrying a lot of stuff.
I was carrying a lot of stuff. This is nice, though. Don't let it sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I do love a waterfall. Oh. I had said during the live stream done on day 3 of the Expo that I was like, I'm using my right arm so I can then wear out my left arm for Wheelin Wednesday. But hey, this is the hill Bruce fell down.
Yeah.
This is the infamous Bruce goes down a hill.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. It's crazy that water falling 3 feet makes that much noise. It just, when I see it, whoa, big rock goes. When I see it, I want to drive through it. I know it's not possible, because we've seen what it looks like when it's dry. Don't go down there, citizen. I want to put my feet in it, because that water looks less green. I don't want to put my feet in the stream, in the lake, quote unquote lake. Very green. I see the gate. Bruce is well on his way. Oh, if you need, if there's water sound coming out over there, I don't see anything. If you need, if you likewise use your trailing vehicle for storage, like if it carries more than itself, they make waterproof cases for SD cards with the full gasket and everything. They're a little thin, but then they have these little waterproof cases. I'm gonna stop right up here by the Russian waters. Broadheads. They're for archery. So this is a waterproof case for broadheads. Right there. It's like a perfect size. It's a perfect size. And it was a 3-pack for like $12, something like that. It's wild to me that it's July. Look at those sleepers. That's wood. Crazy. I never thought I'd see what, I mean, I know that this is all the new water reclamation, what have you, but I've been here for a minute. I've lived here a little while. Never seen water out here in the summer. Be bone dry. In July? That's crazy. So waterproof broadhead cases, and they've got the like egg crate style foam in them. So I just removed one of the foams, put all my tools in there, which thankfully, oh, knock wood, I've never had to use. But, you know, if you don't bring it, you're gonna need it. Better to have it and not need it. As the cobalt, the little blue cobalt case served us well until I submerged it and found out that it had less than no waterproofing. As a matter of fact, there was still water in that case. I took all the tools out, neglected to leave the lid open, and there were still droplets of water in that case like 5 days later. So it's like a thermos. So all we're doing is eastbound and down. We're going eastbound. There's the sun. Rises in the east, sets in the west. It's not nighttime. Heading towards the rising sun, which has already risen a little too far. But no one could expect us to get up any... I feel like we got up earlier than we should have anyway.
Do the cats.
Cats. Don't remind me about that cats. And they mostly leave me alone. Except for Frank putting his foot in my mouth after he fell off the headboard of the bed. That's a good waterfall.
My precious angel boy did not mean to put his foot in your mouth.
I think he did.
Nah.
I think he did. I mean, I know. He who knits with one needle. You can tell sometimes that Frank's comprehension level is like bottomed out. Like he sees things, and I don't know if he knows what he's seeing. But at the same time, I feel like on some level he tries to be good. Just I don't think he knows how. Because it's like he has all that energy pent up in him, and he doesn't know what to do with it. So he just attacks people, places, and things.
His own tail.
Attacks his own tail.
Boxes.
He will attempt to dig through any cardboard box. He has to get through the bottom of it. Even though, well, I want to say he knows. Because like he'll have just knocked that cardboard box over. And I want to say he knows that there's a bottom, but that would imply that Frank has some passing knowledge or understanding of geometry, and I don't think that's true. I don't think any of our cats really have an understanding of geometry, because I've seen all of them fall down. Like make a jump and miss. Fall out of a chair. Cats aren't supposed to fall down chairs.
No water there.
Remember when this was like a beautiful little pastoral? They've definitely diverted the water a different way.
From here it looks like there's no water in it.
From here it looks like there's no water in it. The big lake might be, and if it is, it will be the first time I've seen it empty since 2018, like 7 years. I think I see a hint of water. But as they're definitely letting water down, because as low as I have ever seen it, you can kind of, hopefully, you can see the old water line, like particularly where the white is of all the dried algae. So the vertical water line would be up where that little row of rocks is. So the water level here is down 25 feet. That's almost empty. Where we drove the boat is 200 feet from the water line right now. And they've definitely been down here because those little rows of rocks That's definitely tractor activity there. I thought it would be low, but wow. That's beyond low. I need a better view. Nice flat open area. There's a bird. This camera cannot focus on the bird that's perched on a stick sticking out of the water. That is wild. Eastbound is where we've headed. We're heading pretty much, this is almost due south right now. Eastbound and down. We've headed eastbound. We're gonna head down. We're gonna go down that, you can't see it. You can't see it because the camera's 8 inches off the ground. The footage today, I make no apologies for its lack of compelling nature. We'll be back into 10th scale terrain soon enough. I would consider today to be recovery, really. Just a nice, easy walk out on the flats. You see that guy down there?
Yeah, the stick.
Just an egret on a pole. You get out up on this top edge, because all of this has to be man-made, like what we're standing on. It seems doubtful that this shape just occurred naturally. But there's a little breeze up here across the top, and it's genuinely pleasant. We'll head down to the water's edge. That's wild. I'm trying to see where the island, you know, like when we hop, skip, jumped onto that little island. It's way over there. Yeah, 200 feet is I'm beginning to think a great underestimate of how far down the water level is. And that water looks like glass. I remember we drove through water here. Bruce is just...
Oh, he's all over.
He's all over the place. I have no good footage for you. My arms are tired. My legs are reminding me that they're tired. I neglected to start an activity again. I won't even get, oh, I think I already closed my exercise though, because I'm sweating like a horse. Bruce, just try to go sort of straight. He's like, no. Well, he really, when he finds a path, he really just, that is leaf versus four-link all the way. Oh. So when I swap to my right hand, I'm holding by the arm, by the camera arm. So I can't make any input adjustments to steering or anything. It's honestly, it's making me contemplate, now that I've done all the work, it makes me contemplate the full change. Can I configure this in such a way where I hold the camera in the other hand? Because just run the lapel mic. Oh, we can choose which side we go down. We can go down that way or we can go down that way.
Not this way.
I don't think we've never been down this way.
Why not just get the vest? Oh, because you can't get the low.
Yeah. The low angle is all the difference. Okay, so right across the top of the bowl, that's old water level, which at this point is now already starting to grow in greenery. Then when we were down here 2 times back with the kids, here's the dried algae. That was the water level at that time. And then we go down even further. Yeah, this is basically at the bottom. There can't be more than a few feet of water. We all know it's dried algae, and the sun has baked all the chlorophyll out of it. It's still gross. It still has a real, I don't know, it's a toilet paper vibe is what it gives off for me.
Spiderweb vibe for me. Like it's a big spider nest. Because it's spider season.
Furry. Crunchy. Furry and crunchy. So we would be like over 20 feet underwater right now. Because that looks like it's 15 feet above my head. And we're not all the way down. Wow. I guess once they stop feeding the water into this.
Ooh, stinky.
Ooh. You're missing out, folks. The closer you get, the smell-o-vision really ramps up. We've gone eastbound and now we've gone down. It looks very desert now. Look at that. Top of the water line, way up there. You can see maybe there's a little line of greenery over there. That's the old shoreline. That's at least an eighth of a mile away, maybe farther. I realize to most of the world that doesn't make any sense. 250 meters? Somewhere around that? Let's call it 250 meters.
A lot of snail shells.
Yeah. I kept stepping on them. The water level is well down. In just a matter of a few months. That's a desert though, you know. Look at that. Is that not tranquility? Feels like it is. Thanks so much for coming with us, everybody. We walked up a road to the water. Well, we walked up a road to where the water was. I hear them. Are they all on the shore?
I think so.
The noise canceling is going to ruin it because the sound of water birds is just, they're just chittering away over there. It's pretty much a lovely day. It is. It's hard to believe it'll be over 100 today. It's nice. Thanks for coming with us. We're going to make our way back to the car, as we do. Thanks for joining us on this and every other Wheelin' Wednesday and all the other stuff in between. We'll probably be over on somewhere near Plunge Creek next week because there was still water, so hopefully there'll still be water next week as well. Now it's starting to get hot. All right. I think we did okay. No flops today. Nobody fell over. We didn't drive anywhere where anybody could fall over. We came down to the water's edge to see there's no, that was a good breeze. Ugh. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Oh, I wish the camera would pick up the dragonflies, but I know it doesn't.
There are so many spiders in the ground.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
Are those little things moving spiders?
It's a combination of stuff, but there are a bunch of spiders too. I'm out.
I'm out. All right. We'll see you next time, everybody. This is your fault because you said it looked like spiders. I just said it looked like toilet paper. We're going to make our escape. Thanks so much, everybody. We've got our, I don't know, what is your event? Did you start an activity? How far away are we?
1.62.
1.62?
Yeah.
All right, another 1.62, but well, we can shorten that. We can shorten that. I got a thumbs up on the we can shorten that. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.